Creepy Splatter, how's it going, buddy? Right. How's everyone doing tonight? Down a little bit. End up here, sector space. That's not where I want to be. I hope everyone's having a great night. I just wanted to jump on just for a little bit tonight and see if anybody had any questions regarding any of the videos that went up this week, which was my top 4 picks for Tier 6 C-Store ships. I did have some honorable mentions that I neglected to state at the end of that video, so I wanted to touch base on that. And then we also posted something a little bit earlier today regarding survivability. I love this ship. Creepy Splatter, how is your evening or morning, you know, depending on where you're at? Let's see here. We'll doing good. Awesome. Why don't we jump into a ISA just for fun, get warmed up here. Start taking a look at some of the comments from this week, see if there's anything in there that we should go over. Creepy, I'm assuming you're an STO player? What platform do you play on?
The situation is grim.
Don't start attacking early. Gotta be careful when you launch pets at the beginning of this. Sometimes they'll start attacking early. Film Monk, how's it going? Give me 1 second. I'll address what you're asking me about. I die here. Excuse me. Sorry about that, guys. PC? Okay. Film, I tend to overlook a lot of stuff, unfortunately. There's just so much in this game. Oh, looks like our team split up here. Kind of a bummer. Yeah, it's a bummer when this map gets to be a mess like this. That's all right. Keeps it interesting. Somebody's doing a ton of damage here, but they're not cleaning up the mess. They're just going for their numbers. Oh, let's see here. You overlooked Suliban console in your fleet video. Still, which console are you referring to? Think your internet went out. Gotcha. I've been having problems all night. In fact, when I first started the stream, I had to end it real quick and make a bunch of adjustments. My wife's streaming at the moment as well, so it gets kind of crazy. But Alan, how's it going? I say all the way, baby. How did we do there? We did okay. That map got pretty spread out there. So the video's awesome, Alan. I appreciate that. And I'm just going to look at... what's talking about here. Flynn, were you talking about the IFF manipulator? If so, that's an excellent console. And the ship it comes off of is, I think, probably one of the best ships in the game that's underrated. We should do a video just on how good that ship is. Suliban Silic Flight Deck Assault Carrier. Yeah, let's just take a look at that here on the wiki. So I have this on, I have it on my free to play. I grabbed the fleet version of it. With consoles from the rep. The fleet version, though, does not come with the console, unfortunately. But the tier 6 obviously does. So, you know, this ship and, you know, unlock everything on it and then get the fleet version. But it's a 5.3, which is good. It's got really good seating. I mean, you can tank in this. You can torpedo boat. Beam builds, obviously. I mean, it's really a jack of all trades. Plus, it has 2 hangar bays on top of that. The console layout's pretty decent, especially now with having, you know, X upgrades available to you. So I like to have a little extra on the tactical side, obviously, but again, with the X upgrades, it's pretty darn good. And what do you get? Because this is, let's look at the fleet version of it. Where is that here? Got the T6 base off your video, and it's insane. Yep. Yeah, this thing is badass. Let's see here. Okay, so you get 4 tactical consoles for the fleet version. So the fleet version, you get the extra attack console. It has higher hit points. And you can get straight up the fleet one going through, or, you know, just using your fleet modules with, 5 of them. But you won't get the console that comes with it. And the console that comes with it is really good. I have this ship on this account. I was actually using it on a torpedo build on my KDF side, and it did really well. It's a torpedo mine layer, and then with the pets that it comes with are very good as well. This doesn't have the full layout. Yeah, it does. And I suggest going with the advanced ones. Don't waste the resources on the elite ones. I don't know if something's bugged or what, but I mean, for the past like 2 years, the elite ones just don't tend to do as well as the advanced from the dilithium store here. So if you don't know, if you buy a ship or get a ship that has pets that weren't already available to you, which most are not. I need to turn this music down. I can't even hear myself think. I feel like it's a lot louder to me than it is on the stream when I rewatch it. But anyways, so if you buy a ship that has hangar pets, if you come to the dilithium store right here, this window will open up. You can come here to hangar pets, and this will allow you to buy a better version of any of the ones that you've unlocked. And then you can also go to your fleet, Starbase, I believe it is, and you can purchase hangar pets that are the elite version or ultra rare versions of them. But like I said, I find that they don't always perform as good as these ones, and I don't know why that is. That shouldn't be the case, but for some reason it is. So it's kind of weird. Yeah, but the Silic is an excellent ship. I tell you what, I'll switch over to my free-to-play account. I need to do the daily on that, and I'll go ahead and do it in that ship so we can check it out. Let me go ahead and switch here. Bear with me just a second. See here, log out. Guess it doesn't hide my screen either, does it? We'll do this here. There we go. Oh, what's my username for that? Link to the Discord, definitely. Augie, what up, man? How you doing tonight? Flexing on you? Like in my t-shirt? Let me grab that link for you. Also, if you guys haven't checked out Augie, he's got the best builds in the game. Definitely go check him out. Discord, where are you? There you are. It's weird because half the people that click on the link for the Discord in the description, it doesn't work for. And I'll literally take that exact same link and I'll put it in chat or respond to a comment that they've done, and it'll work just fine. I don't have any explanation for it. It doesn't make any sense. It's literally the same link. Fixing the white. No, dude, that it's distinguishment, you know, a little bit of seasoning. It's a must have. This camera that I'm using now, it like gets all of it. Alan, I just posted it. Do you guys see those two links? I just put one in for Augie and also for the Discord. I'm assuming it's not going to hold links that I post. I think it will for anybody else, but... Switch ships here. Show up all that gear and setup. Oh, yeah. Yeah, so my wife, she was... fiddling around with photography for a while, and so, but she hasn't in a while, so she had this really nice camera sitting here. It's a Sony, what is it, an A6000. So I started messing with it the other day, and I was able to get it to work as a webcam, so I had an extra one, and I'm like, what should I do with that? So I just set it up behind me. I need to like motorize it or something so you can like swing it around a little bit, not too far, because then you'll see the mess, but kind of looks cool. I had a lot for dinner too, so I've been trying to like get it just right, so. All right, let's switch ships here. You got in? All right, awesome, Alan. Yeah, I don't know what the deal is with those links, but it's really irritating. Yeah, that is a flex. I need to do something about this light because it's bright, dude. It really starts to bother me after a while. But if I turn it down, then it just doesn't pick up as good of a picture. So I need to, I think, make some adjustments on the camera because it's a lot lighter in here than it normally is with using the other camera that's in the back. Keg, how's it going? We're just shooting the shit, answering any questions anyone might have, going over the videos that we posted this week. I'm about to do the red alert for my free-to-play here for the event, so I can get that juicy free X upgrade. I think that's what I'm taking. Yeah, that's what I'm taking on this. Let's see, what do we got set up here? We got a cannon build. Oh, what did I do? I should never just click that without checking it first. Yeah. I was doing Star Citizen last night for a while, and it started to get to me for quite a bit. But it's weird, because this one's actually a little softer. The one that I have up above, it's actually more of like an intense light. In fact, I wrapped like a coffee filter around the lens to try and diffuse it a little bit. But anyways, I really enjoy the whole stream setup part of streaming, and I'm constantly messing with shit. I just ordered a new monitor. The one I have is nice, but it's really wide. But because Augie, you're on a 1440p monitor, right? The one that I'm on, it's really, really wide, but it's still only 1080 tall. And I'm not complaining because I mean it's a nice monitor, but I want to have more, you know, room vertically, and then I can do like a proper square, you know, that I stream from. Because right now I'm actually cutting off the edge of the game. Like, I don't know if you can see it in that picture or not, but so my stream is only streaming like this block of it, and I'd have about the same width, but a little bit more height with the other one. So anyways, I'm going to be taking all this apart here over this week and fucking with it. Okay, those are the wrong traits. Don't have a lot to pick from here on my free-to-play. Better for that. Oh. I think that looks good. And we need batteries. I'm always out of batteries. Augie and Nick knows it's like the worst part. And let's get some more. Do I have any more of these? Pulling a grumpy. Oh, they're already where I need them to be. Okay. Perfect camera angle, both of them. This is my good side. That's why I picked this one. I'm still over on the other chat. Crusher, what up, man? All right, that's saved. You'll have to be KDF. Oh, I'm sorry, you'll have to be fed. Yeah, so this is the Silic. This is the fleet version. I don't own the C-Store version of it. Otherwise, I would definitely have the console that comes with it on this ship. It is, it's pretty good. And we'll wait for Kegarogerer. I'm the worst. We're just gonna go with Keg. That's okay with you. Wait for you to get in here. I really like the Tholian one. I wish that was available year-round like it used to be, and on a harder difficulty would be nice. All right, where are we sitting at? So we're not as high as I'd like to be. This isn't a tactical character on the critical chance and severity, but using the morphogenic set, we're able to, there's the third piece, get to about where we want to be here. I really need to finish unlocking my my new KDF recruit so I can get the Withering Barrage trait from the ship unlock from him, because that'd go perfect on the cannon build here. Every time I click this, it's giving me some stacks of critical chance and severity. Crusher just woke up from a nap. That sounds nice. I wish I could have napped today. I did sleep in pretty late, though. Solar had me up till, I don't know, 3 o'clock, playing Elite Dangerous. And Nick, you fell asleep on Discord. We moved you to your own room, so you had some privacy. What else we got here? What do we set on skills? That looks fine. Yeah, you did all right. I think you said you were like already laying in bed, and then you were on Discord on your phone when you had popped in. You weren't snoring that loud, but what are you doing? Keep clicking them. I think this is all the tanking duty officers. I don't have a lot to pick from, so we'll just stick with that. Keg, were you jumping in? If not, I'm going to go ahead and launch it. I'll give you another second here. Really wish one of my kids would come out here. I don't normally wish for that while I'm streaming, but I really need a refill on water. It's a good looking ship too. I have the platinum shield on it right now. All right, Keg, there you are. Switching right now? Okay. I think in the next couple weeks, I'm going to switch over to a free-to-play science setup. I find most of the science build stuff I'll put out, it doesn't get a lot of traction, but it's actually it's a lot of fun doing that, and you can do it without having a lot as well. What is my username? Here's my username for my free-to-play. If you want to shoot me a message, I'll add you to the team. I'm on my free-to-play account. That's probably why. Death Star, how's it going? Good to see you. How's your night? And let's see here. In the meanwhile, I'm going to just pull up comments from this week and see if there's anything that we need to address. Oh, this light is killing me. There you are. Team. Good, had to make a Jem'Hadar so I could fly the carrier on my main. Oh yeah, because you gotta. Do you still have to unlock it with a Jem'Hadar before it'll unlock for the rest of your account? Put on some sunnies, some suntan lotion. I need to, dude. I'm getting pretty pasty. All the staying inside. I mean, I still go outside, but it's not enough. It wasn't enough before COVID either. Okay, so you still do have to do that. Yeah, that's I guess that makes sense because that was like a it was almost like a sixth trait that you unlocked in the mastery, if I remember correctly. It's been a while since I've had to unlock one. Use my legendary light cruiser. See how it goes. Okay, well, we're just gonna do one of the red alerts for the event. We'll do the Tholian one. I did the Borg on my main account. This one's kind of a weird one because it just like drops you in with it all just going. Yeah, it's the 6 on it. Okay, that's what I thought. So I guess the wall didn't make any difference on the wall coming down the cross faction wall. It wasn't really a faction, right? It was kind of a specialty thing. All right, got the pop. Yeah, this one's just like going right when you drop in. Oh, I forgot the ship has a battle cloak too. I forgot to rebuff up the morphogenic set. Had to finish the beginning quest first on the character before I can open the patrols. Yeah, I was gonna ask, so you just went into the patrols to unlock it? At least it starts at level 65, and if you have or level 60, and if you have an account bake unlocked, you can at least move some decent weapons over there. Even without that, a couple patrols and it would be unlocked too, so. Do not have this thing set up to turn very well at all. I change that. I got all my power, my extra power going into auxiliary for one of the consoles. Gives you more critical chance and severity with it. GG. Always try and claim the loot, because you can either sell it if you need EC. You're not going to make a ton, but it adds up over time. Or you can salvage it and it'll give you mats, which is really helpful, especially for me, where I use a lot of batteries, and then also the uranium surplus, and you need mats in order to craft that stuff, because I go through those pretty heavily. And also pull a STO and have us do it for you. Yeah, so that's something else that we figured out. If you can get a team together, like if you have a ship you want to unlock, like your situation exactly, if you team up with somebody and go into like an advanced patrol, 1 or 2 people, you'll get credit for everybody's damage for unlocking that ship. So you could literally go in and do next to nothing and it unlock it all. We've been doing that a little bit on my recruit, because I'm not real pumped about like doing all the playthrough and unlock stuff on the recruit. I mainly just want the trait from the ship that you get with it, because it's Withering Barrage. It extends the duration of cannon scatter volley, which on a build like this would let me keep up that ability pretty much full time. I booted you from the team. We can run an ISA for some fun if anyone else also wants to jump in and test out your builds and have a little bit of fun. I'll reshoot you an invite just in case. You don't have to take it if you don't want to, though. And let me take a look at the comments from this week. So Star Fuzzy a few hours ago had asked or recommended making a video on consoles, which ones to use, which ones not to use, which ones are easier to get. I could do that if you guys wanted to. If there was something specific like you were looking for, like say like it would be easy for me to put together a video if you said, hey, I'm, starting a new tune, or I'm newer to the game and I'm just trying to put together a halfway decent phaser build, and I don't have a bunch of lobby. There's quite a bit of, mission drops and things that you can put together, stuff that's cheap on the exchange or craftable, where you could put together, a pretty decent build, be able to run advanced content with, no real issue. So I could certainly do something like that, but I'll have to ask this person if there was something specific they had in mind. There are some, consoles that are like good for everything. That's mainly those lobby consoles that I had gone over the week before last. Most the other stuff is going to be tied to a particular weapons type or some sort of particular build. Red Bane, how's it going? Hey, Stu. Yeah, quick question. My battle cloak keeps getting stuck. How do I fix that? So you're saying you're cloaking and you're not able to decloak? So I understand your question. There's a couple things, like on the Janeway, the way it cloaks and decloaks, and on some of the runs I was doing with like Augie and some of these guys, I couldn't tell like if I was cloaked or not cloaked, and a couple times I was. And then on the battle cloaks, it's real easy to accidentally cloak. Are you using a spam bar? Let me ask you that. So like, for instance, my bar down here, if I click space bar, it'll just start going. I find if I'm tapping the crap out of this and I'm trying to click other things, it won't always work, because there's some things have a global cooldown. That could be part of it. I'm trying to think what else would hold you. I don't think there's any abilities that would hold you in cloak. So it may be that the game's not reading your click, and that happens as well, especially when it's busier. Server lag, those kinds of things. You'll click an ability, not running a spam bar. Okay. So it could be server lag is a possibility. Trying to think what else could cause that. I would try moving it maybe just to a different spot, and see if that makes any kind of difference. I'm trying to think what else. I mean, the only thing I can think of is a misfire or misclick, which is pretty common. It happens quite a bit with firing abilities and that kind of thing. I'd move it to a different location, start with that, try and click it a little bit before, beforehand. You have that 5 seconds for that bonus. So like if I'm running an ISA, for instance, I'll, get all buffed up, I'll be cloaked, I'll take off. And as soon as I start to move heading towards it, so I'll use the speed boost, I'll decloak. And so it gives me time to fully go. But other than that, I don't know what else would be causing that to happen. I would start with just relocating it on your bar and seeing if that makes any difference for you. Nick, using more batteries. Stu, using more batteries? I'm always using lots of batteries. Yeah, I know. I was just thinking that when I started clicking it. I'm gonna waste one on this, but that's okay. It's for you guys. Crusher, you're available to team up? Yeah, perfect, man. Let's grab you. Would anybody else like to go? We're just gonna do an advanced. I had that happen a few times. I realized I was accidentally triggering my hull imager. Oh, yeah, okay. Yeah, ISA time. We're gonna take it a little easy, Nick. But you can definitely come. Yeah, that, so when I run that, and I think I have it on this, do I have it on the ship right now? I do. So you'll notice that it is not on my bar anywhere. Because if you click that, you take yourself completely out of the fight altogether. Nope, no 300k builds. 150 or under. Yeah, so, but that also looks different. Let's see what that looks like, actually. But when I first started using that console, I had it on there. I read the description, but I didn't fully understand what it was doing. And once I did, I took it right off. Yeah, this one here. Yeah. Yeah, that's a good call. I'm trying to think of any situation that ability is worthwhile. And I really can't. I mean, I guess if you were soloing missions, which that's how most people run missions, solo, obviously, and you're just getting stomped and you needed a pause, then that would be perfect for that, because it really doesn't matter. You pause, it regens you all the way, regroup, go back in, it would be fine. PvP, yeah, that might make sense too. That's a good point. And PvP is just a whole nother deal, and if you have questions about that, there's a couple real good ones. Terranectomy, he streams on Twitch late at night. He's in Canada, and he's a heavy PvPer. I understand kind of the base concepts of the difference of how you go about building, but I don't know like all the best in slot items for any of that stuff. Crusher, we were grabbing you here. Want to make a Psi alt. Have a temporal multi-mission science vessel. Need to make it without any rep items. Is it possible if EC isn't an issue? So if yes, but the most valuable things that you'll be able to buy with EC are going to be ships for their traits. So the Tholian, which one is it? I have the tier 5 U version of it. The Tholian Orb Weaver. The tier 6 version of that's a Lobby ship you can buy off the exchange, and that gives you improved Photonic Officer. That's an excellent one. There are some other consoles on there. Here, let me make sure this is saved, and I'll switch over to that build. Warps out wide, still cloaked. Interesting. Bench refractor is good. Activating things without being interrupted. But it doesn't let you do anything else though, right? Once you activate that. Oh, did you guys do the Elite Corfez? I've only done a few of those, and they've all gone pretty decent, but they're definitely pucker up runs. Yeah, so For EC, you can get this console here, and let me scoot this over, make sure you can see it. So for science, pick up this console. You can get it pretty inexpensive. I think it's in the cross-faction boxes still, so it's pretty inexpensive. Wish they'd put it on the Muds Market. Yeah, that would be nice. I did buy the this last bundle. I'm kind of mixed on whether or not I should have or not. I picked up the Jemadar Strike Ship, and I went with the Lobi and then the Maquis Raider. So I could have that console on my science character or anything else I want. I'm trying to put together a good rapid fire build, and so I needed that trait. I threw it on a build that I thought would be good, and it didn't work out as great as I thought it would, but that was just day one, so we'll see what happens. But yeah, so for the science, you can pick this up on the exchange. You can pick this up on the exchange. These 3 items come from your fleet research lab, and they're very inexpensive, Dill and fleet marks. And the rest of this stuff is mission drops, with the exception of this. This is a Lobi item, obviously. But yeah, you can definitely put together a decent science build. You know, just EC, and you know, if you can get some of the fleet stuff, these consoles are really, really good. Because they give you straight you know, stat boost. So like this one is a control heavy, so this one has plus 29.4 control, 26.3 what is it, exotic, and you can get that in either order. But the proc on it, when you activate it's a heal, whole heal or shield heal, gives you a 25% chance to give you plus 6% bonus exotic damage, which is huge. So if you're running 3 of these, and you know, even if one procs, but if all 3 procs, that's a huge amount of extra bonus damage for your exotic. Does anyone use Dominion beams and cannons? Oh yeah. If you don't mind hearing Curlin here to get them all, but I really like those. In fact, I have a full set of those beams on this character that I play with, and on the ship here. Let me switch back, and Nick, I'll also get you an invite. Give me just a second here. So on the Silic I was just on, except for one of the rep cannons, the other 3 in the front are all the Dominion. I definitely would recommend using those. It's a little bit harder to find that mission now, because you have to you got to complete one of the arcs. I think it's like the Cardassian one. Once that's done, you can go talk to the lady in ops, and then it'll show up in your available tag, and you have to play through them all, and it's going to be the last one, Boldly They Rode. That's what'll give you it. Once you play it once, then it'll unlock it, and you can repeat that mission again. But yeah, that's what I'm using up front here on this build. The main gem is using Legendary Flight Deck Carrier with full Dominion beams. Okay, nice. And I don't know that they're like meta or not meta or whatever the fuck meta means these days, but they're good and they're free. I mean, all you have to do is just play the mission over and over and over. Nick, let me get you that invite. So Death Star, yeah, you can definitely do that. This happens to be a science character. I didn't pick it to start doing science, but I decided to go ahead and try my hand at that with this particular character, and it's definitely doable without the rep. I mean, getting the rep stuff unlocked and all of that is gonna be beneficial. So it's doable. I think you'll have a hard time breaking over 100k without, you know, getting some of the rep stuff, unless you pick up, you know, starship traits from Lobi ships that you bought off the exchange. But if you know, if you do that, then that'll give you a big leg up. I don't really have any, for the most part, science traits really, so, and I'm able to do, you know, just over 100k with that build I was just showing you, mainly from the rep stuff and then personal space traits, because there's quite a bit of good personal space traits as well that you can buy off the exchange. I do have a video on that build. Go and take a look at that, because I go through what's on it and where it came from. There, like I said, there is quite a bit of exchange stuff on there. So if you take a look at that, I think I did it a month or so back, but it'll be in my playlist there. Nick, where are you? Here you are. All right, anybody else? We have one more slot available if anyone else would like to run. No pressure, we're just having fun. I'll pull a parse for anybody that would like to see it. In fact, I could bring a tank. On this character, I have a tank that can do elite missions and TFOs with a team. I have a science character that our science build. It's all in the same character. That'll do over 100k. And then I have my, the DPS. It's mainly a cannon build, the one that we're looking at. That'll do 150 or so. And that's all on a free-to-play account on a science tune. If I could do it over again, I would have went tactical and still done all 3 of those on that same character. I think easiest boost to DPS is getting your weapons to Mark 15. Yeah, I agree. Getting them to 15, number 1, and then, starting to get the quality level up. So it'll give you more of those modifiers that you can take advantage of to get more out of it. All right, last call. Anybody else like to jump in on an ISA run? Did I run this in the Silic? Yeah, I'll do that. I feel like I clicked something I shouldn't have, though, when I got into this ship and screwed up my loadout, but whatever. Mel MS, yeah, you can definitely join. That's okay, man. Not a problem. Here is my username for this account. If you just shoot me a message in game, I'll send you an invite. I tell you what, should I switch over? You know what? We're gonna do something weird here. I'm gonna run this cannon build as a tank on this one. That's what we'll do. Brooks, how's it going? Thank you for your top 4 C-Store video. It was incredibly helpful. Awesome. I'm glad I could help you with that. Yeah, Mel, just shoot a message in-game chat to that user handle I posted in chat there, and I'll add you to the team. Oh, wait. I didn't want to change ships. What am I doing? Oh, I need more water. All right, there you are. I send you an invite, and then I'll switch back. Invite sent. I've got to get a refill of water. After we do this run, I'll take just a quick break, go get myself a refill real quick. Make sure my kids are not destroying my house. All right, full team. Let me make sure I didn't screw up my loadout. I have batteries. If you guys just want to throw a R in either chat on stream, or you can do it in the team chat. And I'll show you guys if you're not aware. So when you're in a team, you can click down here on the bottom, and you can come down and click team, and then anything that you write here will show up for your team. If you're on a private team, that'll be a task force operation, and you would click it there. Ready, ready. There. Tempted to have 4 cannons and torpedo in front and maybe Omni in the rear. Yeah. If I wasn't... This is the only torpedo I generally put in the front because of the set bonus you get, and the torpedo is so good by itself. So this torpedo is awesome by itself. The console is awesome by itself. And when you have both, it gives you stacking critical severity. So it's definitely worth, if I were to put a cannon here, because I have another Dominion cannon that's fully maxed out, I could put it here, but I actually end up doing a little bit less with that. So, all right, we got Mel, Crusher, Nick, and we're missing one R. Yeah, so I normally will run the cannons in the back, but like say if it's a phaser build, I'm going to run the Trilithium Omni with the Trilithium turret, so I'll get double the chance for that proc for that particular one. But otherwise, I generally stick with, I don't know, I generally put a Omni in the back of all of mine. Like even if I wasn't running the Morphogenic set, which obviously I am, but like I could have a Polaron turret in the back here, but I'm running Beam Overload to proc the set, and I want to get, I can get a little bit more out of that, I feel like. I don't know, we'd have to test that and see, but all right, we're gonna launch here in 10 seconds. If you're not ready, sound off, otherwise we are going. Oh, let me start boosting this. So the only thing with this Morphogenic set is that you have to get it all boosted before you go in so you can get all of your stacks, so that can be a little bit annoying. Infected. Okay, we just got it straight. I guess we could have done a private on this, but that's okay. Slowly working my way to getting the console. Got the torp for my main account. Okay, yep. Yeah, and it's one of those ones too, like which one should you get first? I mean, whichever one's available. They're both, that good. All right, here we go. We're queuing up, guys. So we're going to go middle, left, and then all the way over to the right, and then back to the middle. God, I was going to do something weird on here, but that's okay. So I'm going to run Threatening Stance on this run. I wouldn't normally do that, but that's be a quasi-tanky kind of cannon build, which is a weird thing, but I think I can make it work. That'll help take some of the threat off the rest of the team here. The situation is what? All I can hear is Grumpy's quote every time. Threatening stance, attract fire. Again, if you do launch your pets at the beginning of this, don't target anything, because if you're too close, it will go and start attacking the cube and start the combat early. Yeah, with rapid fire. I mean, if you're running the comp engine for, for the speed boost, which is generally what I'll do, because a lot of times there's more tactical spaces than I really need. And so I'll run other firing abilities that don't interfere with my main one. Like on this, I'm running beam overload, and that helps give me that speed boost from the competitive engine. So by having the Omni, you're just kind of helping synergize everything. Clear. I got one more up behind me. Okay, that's down. We're clear to move to the other side. And you see how, I don't know if you guys all watched my movement video, speed control, but I'm coming over here at full impulse, evasive maneuvers, and I'm not sliding past it. Because as I go into that turn and start the slide, I'm tapping reverse, and that's taking me right out of that slide. Okay, we are clear on the right. Keeping my tongue in my mouth, right? I'll start to do that. It'll start coming out when I'm focusing. Oh, got a spec point. Let's get that analysis going.
Sensors confirm that the transport conduit has been destroyed.
GG, guys. That was a solid run. What energy type were you looking at using, Brooks? Scared me. What do you want? What do you want? Go away. Nick, you died? I was running a track fire and threatening stance. I wasn't full tanking that, but... Okay, so we have Crusher at 18. Sorry, I don't know whose name goes with what on the YouTube usernames here, but here is everybody's. That was a solid run. Just to see what kind of damage I took in. Total damage in. Crusher, you took in a lot of damage. Were you in a tank build? Controlled the nanites. Okay, gotcha. That's why. Yep. That control in EPG, it pulls that aggro. Keg, I'm in the middle. Okay, 52. That's good. Depending on what you're doing, so Crusher was doing more of a control aspect of that, keeping things in the middle. So he's going to have a little bit of a lower DPS. If you're doing 20 and higher and in advanced, then you're doing okay. There's a lot of room for improvement, but you have every right to be in there. I mean, you have every right to be in there regardless. But at 20 or higher, you're contributing to that TFO moving through quickly. And how long was that? So, I mean, that was just under 2 minutes. So, I mean, we really couldn't ask for better. That was good. Use an anti-proton. Okay, at the moment. Got 3, 4. Okay. Yeah, the reason I was asking is... depending on what you're running, there's some omnis that are better than others. For like phaser, for instance. So if you're doing, rapid fire, the trilithium, it's mission drop, that would be something you would want to run with that. Depending on how you build it, sometimes I'll mix that in, even if it's a different energy type. I mean, that's kind of breaking the rules of using all the same stuff, but sometimes you can kind of bend the rules a little bit if the procs are just right and that kind of thing. And Keg, you were at, okay, I see yours matches up. 52, that's excellent. That's really, really good. So Nick, your science started to kick in. I think my initial burst got most of that down before you were able to put some of the science stuff on, and then you started picking back up as well. You see some of the science stuff, I haven't got into much science stuff other than the budget build on my channel, but right now, EPG, if you're able to, get the right traits and really kind of know what you're doing, and it's not just building, it's flying the ship and clicking things with the right circumstances happening. I mean, you can get, 2-3 million, jumps in your damage output. I think right now some of the highest damage getters on the charts are EPG science. On console, it's a bit behind meta. Okay, gotcha. Got to work on. Plotting. Yeah, so I was thinking about doing a video for people for ISA, kind of best practice, and it's not it's not going to be so much around, here's how you can do like the best on ISA, but more of like the places, kind of where to move, where to be pointing, and then you repeat that, right? So you get that down, and when you do an upgrade to your build, you're following that same thing, right? So because what you want is consistency, and that's why we use ISA, because it's a pretty consistent map. It's consistent damage. There's no breaks in it, right? And if you can develop a flight path that you're taking that's the same every time, that keeps your baseline the same in order to test the changes you've made on your build and be able to see whether or not what you're doing is working or not working. Because you can make a whole bunch of changes that are really good, but maybe you fly it differently every time, right? So there's a whole nother variable involved in trying to check to see if your build is performing in the way that you want it to, or if the changes you made are having a positive difference. So I may just do just something short. Maybe I'll do like a demo record of it where I'll just do a look down over the whole map, and we'll just kind of plot it out. It's pretty straightforward, but there are some little nuanced things that if you pay attention to it, it'll really help you do even better on those runs. I'll look for the Omni mission drop. So there's only one Omni. Let me see. No, the Polaron. It's in the Gemidar Deep Space Nine mission. Yeah, I think that is an S version or whatever. I think it's for shuttles, the one in that. The Morphogenic set has it's an Omni slash turret that you can get. So whatever firing mode you're using, it morphs into that. There is a mission drop for a anti-proton Omni. It's the Ancient Omni. It's part of a set, actually. Let me see. It's been a while. I think that's in the Solanae? Yeah, it's in the Solanae. Yeah, here it is. So Sphere of Influence, it's the first one in the Solanae arc. And it's the Ancient Omni. You can get that omnidirectional as a mission drop as well. I can get this to 70 to 80k. Yeah, because any one run that we do, like, you're going to fluctuate quite a bit, because let's say that you fly it exactly the same every time, you have the same build. Some of it's out of your control, who you're in there with. I was sucking up a lot of the hit points and getting places a little bit faster too. So like if I run with Augie on a run, I tend to do a little bit less because he's just moving faster. He's being able to lay down the damage a lot better than I am. And you almost get to a point where you're kind of competing also with the other team members as well. That's the one you meant? Okay, yeah. Yeah, so that's it's a decent one. I mean, it's not like anything crazy, but it's a free anti-proton omnidirectional. I'll use them on my my anti-proton builds as well. And I think you can pair it with the core, and it'll give you a boost anti-proton. I don't think it's worth doing that, though. If you have no other core, I mean, you could run it twice and get it. It's kind of a long mission, but I'm really liking these crafted ones, and you can get them for like next to nothing. These ones right here. Especially for a rapid fire build, because you're going to get a lot of weapons power drain from that. And these particular cores, they all give you a negative 15% weapons power cost, and then you can get them with different mods. I think on my other character, I think I just upgraded, but I was running a blue Mark 12 one because, I mean, other than, warp speed and, in sector space, and some of the other mods that can help you, the stats I'm really after remain the same regardless of what level it's at. So this is a good core that you can get for next to nothing. You can get them in loot drops. And I honestly, like, if I was starting up a new character or whatever, I'd put any quality on there. It really doesn't make a big difference. Once you get to the place where, you find one that had the base mods on it and you get it all upgraded, then you can start trying to get the rarity up so you can unlock some of the modifiers on it. But again, I mean, that's more of a min-max kind of thing and isn't going to make a real big difference on the advanced level. So, guys, I'm going to run and grab a drink real quick and check on my children. They've been extremely quiet, which concerns me a little bit. Maybe they're just being really good kids. Maybe. So give me just a couple of moments and I will be back, and we'll keep going with this, guys. All right, guys. Sorry about that. Went a little longer than I wanted it to, but everybody had questions for Dad, so let me catch up on chat here. Times need to upgrade for ultra rare. Yeah, that's pretty random. Sometimes I'll get it like right away, and there's other times I've gotten all the way up to like 50% chance and it still hasn't popped. It's a bummer. Is the engine from the Discovery rep? No, I would go with the competitive engine. I use this engine on every single build, be it science or anything. There's 3 different versions of it. Basically, when you activate a firing mode, it will give you a speed boost. It'll also give you a cooldown on those abilities, those firing modes. And then there's 3 versions. So like there's a science one. So activating a science one that does exotic damage will also proc that. Same with the engineering. I think it's heals. I saw that, buddy. That's really good. Oh, I broke it. Here's the latest Lego contraption. Yeah, so I would go with a competitive engine is my recommendation. Okay, it's still very fast, but yeah, you know, and I'm getting to the point on like on my Janeway build I'm doing on my main. I'm looking at dropping that for an engine like from the Gamma rep that gives me a little more control expertise, because I'm finding that between using the evasive maneuvers here and then the Duranium surplus and then being able to cool this down with the duty officer when I activate emergency powered engines, I'm almost feeling like I don't have to have it, but that's taking quite a bit of practice. And I probably wouldn't do that on a forward firing build. So rapid fire, you know, basically any kind of cannon or dual beam bank, having the competitive engine, not just to get from A to B, but to kind of position yourself when you need to is huge. Dad struggles. Yep. That's right. I'll check out Legos anytime. I'm going to switch up the ships here. In fact, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to switch back over to my main account. We'll do another run or two, answer any other questions you guys might have, and then that'll probably do it for me tonight. So let's do that real quick. Let me log out of this. What do we want to do? We'll go the flex view. Is that what we're going to call it? Nick, I made this a redemption, channel point redemption on Twitch. Is there anything you guys want to see specifically, build-wise, that you want me to do these runs in? What's better pick? Room stabilized, or I personally, so I used to do the fleet one, and I think the main reason that we were using that is, let me take a look here. I think this came with AMP, and this also gave you a weapons power cost reduction, but AMP got nerfed. And it's really hard to get enough power into all your power settings in order to make AMP worthwhile. So I would use the deuterium stabilized one out of those two, because the 15% I think it's going to be better. You could use another. Okay. What do you need? DPS, preferably. I'll run with you guys. We can show these guys an elite run here. All right, I'm gonna bring my Janeway, I think. Is it a split, Augie, or a left-right? But yeah, send me an invite if you don't mind. Left, right, okay. So I'm going to go ahead and do this run with them unless they fill the slot. So we'll do, it looks like we're doing an elite ISA run. And then after that, I'll grab a few of you guys if you want to jump in, and we'll do a couple more runs. Vladimir, how's it going? I have a hard time with the all the abbreviation stuff. Left 1 M DPS ISE. I need to figure that out because I see it all the time in the DPS channels, and I'm like, I don't know what they mean. This is something I've been working on for a little while, well, since I got the ship, and I got it actually the idea from Low Life Cat. His is a little different from mine, but it's kind of a meta torp build, but we're mixing in a little bit of science and a little bit of drain as well. And it's been performing pretty good. Oh, we'll see here. Looking for one more infected. Okay, gotcha. Thank you, Nick. It's the Augie G. Gotcha. Grumpy's got some kind of command that goes like that, right? It's like the chant to get Augie to show up in stream. He could be sleeping and he's like, somebody's running an ISE, and he'll log on and yep, the chant was happening. Good. And when we get done, what we'll do, can't raid obviously on YouTube, but I'll put Lowlife's, if Lowlife is still on, I'll put his link in. You guys should definitely check him out. He's excellent, real laid back, extremely entertaining, and the guy's been around for a long time. He was involved with putting together the parsing software that we all use, and still is. Definitely just knows the game inside and out in a whole nother level, just, you know, very similar to Augie. Sometimes it works on STO. Yeah, I've seen that too. Let me get Lowlife's. He's got a YouTube channel as well. Some good stuff on there. Let me find that here, and we'll give him a shout out while we're waiting. Yeah, if you guys haven't, definitely check out Low Life Cat, or Sarcasm Detector. He also goes by. Changed his name. He originally went by Sarcasm Detector. Okay, so he's Sarcasm Detector, but Low Life Cat is the name of his channel now. He goes by Low Life Cat on Twitch. All right, guys, fingers crossed on the elite. Here we go. Sit up straight, stretch it out. Haven't read ISC yet. Been afraid. I just got to go for it, man. Shit, I die all the time still. How it goes. I think we're gonna glitch this map out. We're all spawning mines. All right. I will not be looking at chat here for a moment. Yep. Do you see how everything disappeared like that? That's because of all of the mines that were spawning. Target that. There we go. God, this is crazy. Yeah, STO is really heavy on transcoding too. You'd be surprised. I have to run STO when I live stream in 1080 by 30 frames. I cannot do 60 because it won't let you upload enough bitrate in order to deal with that. Okay, we're getting a little separated here from the tank, I think. So right now what's happening is this is a race for who can get where fast enough to be able to put damage out. Not gonna be able to relocate mines again. About to break the game, Jesus Christ.
Sensors confirm the transport conduit is being destroyed. However, our scan from the starbase is
Whew. Mouth's all dry. I don't want to embarrass myself because I'm flying an aircraft carrier. Oh, Nick's got an aircraft carrier he's been flying on his recruit. He's doing pretty good with it. Yeah, definitely. You know, if you have questions and stuff, jump in the Discord. Even if you're on console, I mean, it's the same exact game and engine. So I mean, you won't be able to run with us, you know, because we're on PC. But build advice and stuff like that. Console's just a little bit behind on, you know, event stuff and things like that. Some updates, but nothing that's going to drastically, you know, change things enough to where we would tell you something different. All right, let's see how we did. Sarcasm, he was the tank. Augie, it's just hard to keep up with him. He just gets everywhere so quick. Neojet, assuming he was probably doing his EPG. He does really, really well. I did okay on that at 300. Kind of a weird build. 64, I'm not sure who this is off the top of my head, but that's a great number. And then for a tank, that's the kind of numbers you're gonna see. And this to me looks like this is almost, you know, what we call a DPS cap, about the best you could get. So yeah, I was a little slow keeping up there. I was about halfway over, coming from the left to the right, and you were already over there. I could see your swarmers going. Okay, that was you, Vlad. Okay, awesome. Yeah, that was a solid run. I saved all my mines for the first transformer. I probably should have popped him on the first attack cube, because I probably would have had enough time for that to be up again. Had a pretty good spike right here. I wonder what that was. We'll have to look. That's actually kind of crazy. That's almost a 4 million spike. Status console is about a month, maybe 2 behind. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, but other than that, it's all the same mechanics. Yeah, so when you're running with a team like this where everybody is really good, it's a race. Who can get there first and start getting those hit points? Interested to see what that spike was from. The spike doesn't always line up with your max hit though, which is because it's a combination of all your damage at that point in time. So my max one hit was only 600k. Pets did the most. Isolytic Terrors and Artillery Vessel. That was a little lower than normal. That was a good run though. I'm happy with that. Especially on this kind of weirder build. Don't copy this build, because it's kind of weird. All right, let's go ahead and do another here, guys. X up in chat if you would like in. I am on a different account now, so let me out of the old or the private team. All right, if you'd like in on some runs, see who's gonna let me post this. Yep. Just go ahead and shoot me a message to that ad handle, and I'll go ahead and add you to the team. Death Star just messaged me. I switched accounts, so I don't know if I have you on here or not. My friends list is just a disaster as well, so it's just easier if you don't mind. And Crusher. Nick, you want in? Of course you do. Yeah, anybody else to shoot me a message in game if you'd like in. Probably best if you are, okay, you're a Romulan, Fed aligned, okay. If you're Fed aligned, probably going to be the best, because if we don't get a full team, then that'll be the only way that we can do that. Whatever you'd like to bring. If we get one more, I can invite you if you're on KDF, because we can do a private team. If not, you'll have to be on Fed side. Death Star. We'll be on. Yeah, well, I'm just we'll run something else. I mean, unless you guys want to run ISA, I was gonna do like Cure or something else. But if you guys want to do ISA again, I can switch to another character. That's no problem. I could bring my tank. Got 1, 2. Nick, did I already send you an invite? I think we have enough for a full team. Now we need one more. All right, let's do that. I'm going to switch over to my tank, and then we can do an ISE. You guys will be fine. If not, it'll still be fun. My tank's pretty good, so let me do that, and then we'll reform the team. Let's let me just grab your guys' usernames here so you don't have to keep messaging me. Egg. All right, Augie. Thanks for hanging out, man. Appreciate it. All right. I'm going to go ahead and break up the team, and then I will switch characters here, and then we'll get everybody back together. I need to carry you in my tank. We'll stick with ISA. Stick with the advance. That's what we're all targeting at the moment. I really need to do some work on my science character on my main account here. It's been a while. I got good gear and stuff, and there's some new things in the game that are nice, like that torment engine. I really want to mix that into it. It's going to be good. Sure. On the attack ROM. Nice. Egg, and then yes, sir. I am blind here. I'm not seeing. Probably looking right at it. So I got too much crap open here. Thank you. Next, bring in the Juggernaut. So we'll ISE it. Otherwise, stuff's just gonna evaporate so fast. Build here. Where is my other? Seeing an anti-proton beam. All right, we have enough for the full team, so I'll bring everybody in as a private, and then Death Star, you can stay on that on your KDF. Okay, and we just need... All right, Keg, I just set you... Did you log out, or are you on a different character now? It doesn't matter, Nick. Either way. Okay, Keg's ready. Nick, let me know when you're ready. Death Star, let me know when you're ready. And Crusher, let me know when you're ready. Crusher is ready. Making sure all my shit's in order here. Yeah, so we're gonna do ISA. I have a little bit of control. That's not as big of a deal on this. The issue with running ISE isn't a matter of how much damage we all output, because we'll eventually get through it, and with a tank, you know, people won't die as much. But you also need to have, you know, specific control character. So someone that's just filling that role, your tank, and then your 3 DPSers. And sometimes it helps to have like a secondary kind of control DPS on that. That's where it gets a little bit harder when, you know, you're putting some of these together. All right, everybody is ready. Nick, I'm assuming you're ready. You didn't change characters, did you? Yeah, Crusher, that's okay. Let's just we're gonna stick with the ISA, so you can just bring whatever you like. Nick, if you want to have like just 2 cannons on the front, then yeah, bring that. But otherwise, you're just gonna get chased around the map, you know. Let me know when you're ready. Bring the Oberth, yeah. So infected, okay, Nick's ready. Generally, you're gonna, start in the middle. Obviously, you're gonna attack the 3 cubes, and let's say ISA or ISC. Really, it's the same thing either way. So you're gonna attack those. If you had someone that was dedicated to control, which would normally be something that you would need to have on ISE, you would put a gravity well on that middle cube. We'd go off and attack the left side. On the way back through, they would put another gravity well on the spheres in the middle, basically trying to keep everything coming out of the gate in the center. Go and attack the right side, and then come back to the middle, put a gravity well on the gate, bringing everything up. We're all focusing on that, and then attacking the last attack cube. And it's basically the same for an ISA, although with ISA, you're able to kill things a lot faster. So control's not as big of a deal, but it's definitely helpful, to pull everything together like that. So, all right, here we go, guys. Wait. I'm gonna break the team like that, aren't I? God damn it. Nick, who is the party leader? I launched it from the wrong screen because I'm a moron. It's a noob mistake right there. So if you're in a private team, you need to launch an individual match from this screen, not from the task force operation. No, it booted me from the team. Did it break up the whole team? Sorry, guys. That's really irritating. Yeah, it broke everybody. Okay, everybody check. So go to everyone that was on the team, go to your task force operations, click on private, and make sure that you are not still in a group. If you are, other than Keg, everybody else hit the leave button, and I'll have to send you invites again. Sorry, guys. All right, hold on, Nick. I'll get you again in a second. All right, so we got Keg, we got Death Star, we need Nick, and then we need Crusher. Okay. It's gonna happen, I promise. And Crusher. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're all there. Okay. All right, we're going advanced. So we're going to hit the middle. We're going to go to the left side, hit that. And then we're going to go across, hit the right side transformer. And then we are going to go to the gate and the tactical cube. All right, launching and now. I'm tanking, so if you stay close to me, you should not be taking any kind of damage or very little.
The situation is grim. All attempts fail to stop.
Yeah, Pickle, I don't know what the deal is, man. If I regenerate a new one, it gives me the exact same link, and I don't know why. That link that Nick just put in is different, though. I don't know if... I'll have to check it again. So on these faster runs, this is really where movement makes a huge difference, you know, being able to get to the different sides of the map. Death Star, what engine are you running on that? Someone is in the waffle fish. Talking about Augie's favorite ship? Okay. Let's take a look here. So the pets did good. They're getting all over the place. Phaser beam array, fire at will, 2. Okay. Sight laced weaponry. I would definitely go fire at will 3. Well, let's back up. So you got all matching stuff. The build looks like it's basically sound. Here's what you need to do is you need to go and pick up this duty officer right here. Not that duty officer. This duty officer. It comes from the Phoenix packs, and you want to slot emergency power to engines 1, and then what you'll be doing is you'll time out between those two are evasive maneuvers and then the emergency power to engines. So that'll allow you to get around the map a lot faster. So emergency power or evasive maneuvers, that'll get you all the way across the map right away, regardless of what engine you have. And then once you get over there, you can click on emergency power to engines, and that'll cool that right down. See, and it's already ready to use again. Because for you, I was watching you through the run, and you were doing all the right things, but you were just showing up late. And that's really, I find, the hardest thing for, not the hardest thing, because it's easy to fix. It's just, you know, a lot of people, I didn't know. I would go in, I'd have a good build that does a lot of damage, but I would get over there and everything's dead already because they were doing as much damage as I was, but they were getting there before I was. I would really recommend looking at getting that duty officer. Let me see. I can show you exactly where it comes from. I don't know if I... let's just grab one of these. One. It comes from the rare tab. So it's pretty easy to get, especially if you're getting the 10 packs or whatever. The surplus also is definitely a nice fill gap there too. It was on cooldown. Yeah, and the other thing I struggle with, where I get caught with my pants down, is emergency power to weapons, which we all need to be running. It also cools down or goes on a shared cooldown with emergency power to engines. So I'll find there's sometimes where I start off okay, but then I'll get over to like the first transformer, and if things go down quick enough, my emergency power to weapons is off and my emergency power to engines is now on cooldown, and I'm having a hard time getting across. That was a good run overall, guys. Good job on that. Let me catch up here. Yeah, I go over that. So I did a video last week on, I think I called it like movement. And so it talked about this duty officer and then also the deuterium surplus and where to go and get that. So between those two things, even without the competitive engine, you can get around maps very easily. And the nice thing is that you can get this duty officer, as soon as duty officers become available to you. And same thing, if you're max level and you've played through the storyline or even halfway through, you can, I think it's skirmish you have to complete, and that'll unlock being able to go get the deuterium surplus. And I have a whole, I put together a whole video just specifically on those two things. Yeah, Star, yeah, no problem, man. I really like that ship too you're running. Augie always talks shit because I always say I want it, but yeah, that's my tanking baby. I'm really liking this. I've been experimenting with a couple other ships for tanking. What do we do here damage wise? Damage in. So if you do decide to dabble in or take on, doing tanking, you're going to look at some different spots on the parse here. So Nick took most of the damage. So normally I would want both of these numbers added together. So I want to be in the 80s or up % of damage in, but Nick was hauling ass through that. So if you get separated from the tank, you're going to die unless you're able to put out enough damage to overcome the enemy before they can start damaging you, which he was. The build that he's in is a top end meta build there, especially for an ISA. But these are the numbers that I would look at as a tank. How much damage in did I take? Attacks in, total damage in, those kinds of things. There's some more detailed stuff you can look at in terms of like threat generation and those kinds of things as well. Elements is my personal trait. Help cool down, evasive maneuver. Gives turn rate and speed. Yeah, so on the for the sliding and stuff. See, and in that video too, I go over a little trick that I do. Because I don't like taking up, because I used to run it, but I wanted to be able to fill that with something else, that does like damage. And so I found this little trick where if I'm in evasive maneuver, or if the competitive engine is procced, or basically any kind of speed boost other than emergency power to weapons, I'm hauling ass, I'm getting to, the next gate, and I turn, I'm going in that power slide, and I'll just tap reverse, and it immediately takes me out of that slide. It's tricky because if you time that out wrong, then you're just going to go flying off the edge of the map. I've gotten pretty good at it, but so it takes some practice. But if you can get that down, then you don't have to run those other traits. But until you do, running something like Helmsman, or what's the other? Is it Cannoneer? I think that does something similar as well. Then that can help quite a bit with your sliding around and all those issues. But GG's guys, that was a good run. Upload, combat time, crush rate higher, upload. Okay, excellent. Def Cannoneer, that's right. So that'll slow you down sliding all over the place and stuff. All right, what time is it? I think that's probably going to do it for me, guys, unless anybody has any other questions. Anything you would like for me to go over, if you have any kind of suggestions on videos you'd like to see or anything like that. I created a channel in Discord for YouTube suggestions. I don't know if I have all the permissions set up right or not, but definitely hit that up and you can put those suggestions in there as well, or message me or whatever you'd like. But I wanted to kind of have a place for that specifically. If it doesn't work, if I've screwed something up in that, then shoot me a DM and I'll fix it. Yeah, no problem, Death Star. Thanks for running with us, man. I do appreciate that. I'm going to try and be doing one of these streams. I'm trying to nail down a good schedule for the live stream. So what I'd like to do is be able to put out, 2 videos a week or 1, depending on how long it is. The last one was a little bit longer than I'd like, but there's some subjects that just you can't just explain it in 10 minutes, not and give good information. But in any case, I like to put out 1 to 2 videos a week and then do a live stream where, we can do runs together. I can answer questions, really on any topic, but also on the videos that I've put out for that week. So if you guys like that format and stuff, just let me know if there's specific things you'd like me to plan on talking about, or builds, or I can get into doing, if you guys want to see specific builds. But again, it gets weird because I remember back like when I'd watch Augie or Timberwolf, and I still watch them. They're excellent content creators and know a lot more about the game than I do. But the issue I'd find is, I'm looking at a build, I'm trying to copy it, right? And a lot of times I didn't have all the same stuff. So that was number 1. And then there's other times where I did have all the same stuff and I could put the build together, and I'd set everything up the same, but because I didn't think through the methodology and know exactly why everything was working, I would never be able to perform as good because they were in a position to know, okay, I need to click these things at these points with these circumstances happening. There's just so many layers that, I have a hard time bringing myself to do stuff like that unless it's real basic kind of beginner mission drop stuff. Here's a way to put together a very inexpensive ship that's going to perform well, get you through the game, the storyline missions, and carry you to a place where you can start, putting together higher end stuff. But I mean, if you're 6 months into the game, you've played all through, and someone just handed you every, top end thing, ship, put it all together and gave it to you, you're going to have a hard time doing decent numbers with that, because you got to know not just how to pilot it, but how all those abilities work together and how you stack them together. So if there's something really specific that you're looking for, I mean, I'm open to that. But that's generally why I kind of shy away from specific builds and those kinds of things. But if there's anything else that you guys are interested in, having me go over, I feel like it's kind of cheating because it gives me, content ideas I didn't really have to come up with myself, but let's see if Low Life Cat's still on. I think he raided already. Let's take a look here. Damn it, he did. I'm on a little later than normal. Can I find the right window? Here we go. Yeah, he looks like he raided Lorena. Oh, gotcha. Okay. He didn't stream for real long. I was hoping he'd be on for a while, but he's been streaming a lot lately. He's been doing a lot more on YouTube and stuff, so doing a lot of variety stuff too, which is kind of cool. Any other questions you guys got? Anything you'd like me to go over or answer for you? Characters up here. Go Debo? No, we won't mess with Debo. Like they're painting pottery inside now. There's never going to be elite gravity kills. I take that back. There might be one day. We're feeling a little brave. Maybe a Twitch stream, or maybe we're having a couple drinks. Definitely will bring this ship since it's got the battle cloak as well. I love the cloaking effect on this ship. But I really like about the Janeway as well, that blue. It's similar to this, but blue. Fit into the broken station here. Vladimir, appreciate your channel. Makes me able to actually do advanced TFOs on your alt. Awesome, awesome. I'm glad I can be helpful. I'm trying to find that niche. There's a lot of, you know, really good, you know, STO content creators out there like Augie, Timberwolf, and I'm sure I'm forgetting about quite a few of them. Sarcasm Detector. So I just feel like, you know, I maintain a free-to-play account, and that kind of keeps me grounded. And you know, on my main account, I started spending money on it, you know, about a year back, more than I'd like to admit. And so that's you kind of start forgetting. You know, someone will ask, well, how do I put this together? And I'm like, oh, it's easy, X, Y, and Z. Well, you know, most people don't have all that stuff. So by doing the free-to-play account and stuff, it's a lot easier to you know, be able to have kind of that perspective for, you know, newer intermediate players. So I'm trying to make something out of not a lot, you know, and you can do it too. That's what's really cool. Did you get your Janeway from the exchange? No, I got it from Nick. I had to give him everything I owned. Half Soul, how you doing? Seems as I've ran into the MC Stu. Yes, you have. I think you tagged me on Twitter earlier today, if I remember correctly. Pretty sure that was you. If it was, thank you. Yeah, he is. He's on Aries Production. He's another really good one on Twitch. I don't get to catch him as much as I'd like because I forgot he's somewhere in Europe, but he's generally on when I'm working. Although I think he was on this morning. I had other stuff going on, but I will drop into his stream and stuff when I can. And I've seen him. He actually has a thing you can like fill out this whole questionnaire, and he'll actually bring you on and help, you know, walk you through your build live and stuff, which is really, really cool. Even the kids' college fund, pretty much. I'm definitely space poor right now, that's for sure. That's okay. I'm really liking that ship. It's not like, you know, game breaking or like the new meta or anything like that, but I opened it on my tactical officer, and it's really more of a science ship. And so it's kind of forced me to do things differently that I wouldn't normally do, you know, with having a torpedo build and science and some of the kind of drain weird stuff that Lowlife Cat's been doing has kind of inspired me to kind of go a different direction and stuff. But yeah, I put enough money into World of Tanks over 9 years to have bought. Yeah, I hear that. Warships, I don't even want to talk about that. I started playing that like mid-year, and I own like, I don't know, 200 ships. Those Christmas containers. Yeah, you can have that, bud. Hey, give me one of those. And I've been dabbling with World of Tanks. I haven't played, but I've logged in a couple times. Like I just bought the Cobra skin, was out because I had the tank. I think it was the which one was it? It's the 34, the first mod, or what the hell is it called? Anyways, I got the Cobra skin from the G.I. Joe show. Wargaming does a good job at doing collabs with some of that. Like on Warships, I have Optimus Prime and the skin and everything for the battleship. It's really cool. World of Tanks is a really good looking game. I might have to jump into that maybe tomorrow when I get some free time. Janeway or legendary Intrepid Warship? Well, the legendary Intrepid Warship has an extra console slot. So when you do it for pure science, the Legendary, I think, all day long. I personally like the way the Janeway looks. I know that's a controversial kind of thing. It does have a cloak. It's a battle cloak, which is cool. It's not an advanced battle cloak, which would actually be really awesome if it had that. Yeah, I would have to go with the Legendary. So, I mean, other than the cloak, I mean, the only other real difference is the bridge officer seating is similar, and it has temporal. What is the I'm not even sure what the Janeway has. I need to look at that. I know it's not Miracle Worker, so. Did spend a lot on a game today. Got myself a new Muds Market bundle for my birthday. There you go. I picked it up the other day. I'm kind of, it's not buyer's remorse, but I'm like, should I got that? But I wanted to have the Maquis Raider account unlocked. And then I've been really trying to do a turret build for months. I mean, I've had one. It's just kind of doo-doo because I think rapid fire is the best way to go. And having that that strike ship, the Jem'Hadar strike ship, the trait from that, I did just throw it on it and tried it. I was a little disappointed, but you really can't gauge, you know, how good something is from one run, and I'm sure it needs a lot of tweaking since it's something that, you know, is the first time I've ever done it. So goodbye. I got the Lobby for the third option. Yeah, the console on that ship is really good as well. Purple Powerade is so good. It's like a better version of the purple Kool-Aid. Thanks, Miracle Worker Lieutenant. Okay. I was tempted, but and maybe I should had, but I just, for me, I had other ships with very similar layouts, so I didn't go that way. But I was tempted to do that, but I can always use Lobby, you know, so let's wait for the next sale and save up for it. All heavy turrets would be good for a tank. Not sure how many heavy. Yeah, that's what I was just going to say. There's only a few, and you might end up rainbowing it a little bit, but still, those are those weird oddity things you could do that'd be really cool. Low buff. Okay. Got the doctor. Yeah, okay. I know what you're talking about. I wonder, I have some sitting in my my promo tab, and so I hadn't claimed these because they're probably not going to show. So I got Lita, but I didn't know if they, everyone's telling me these are account unlocks, so if they are, so I have the original series guys, and then I thought I had something else. I'm pretty sure these guys are account unlocked, but anyway, these have been sitting here for almost a year. I need to claim them. I don't know if they'll ever expire or anything like that, but yeah, I like the way the Jem'Hadar strike ship looks too. It's a little bit different than the one you get with the Jem'Hadar recruit. From what I understand, it's a pretty good PvP ship as well. Stuff in here. Okay, so you picked up ooh, the Orion Doctor. These are from the Mud Store. They're definitely account unlocks. I just didn't know if they were from the promo ones that I had gotten. It's actually not bad. $10. I can't look at the bundle anymore because I already got it. I really want this staff. There's just no way I'm paying $20 maybe. No, I'm not doing it, because this used to be a reward for a event where you played, you know, a particular mission through. This is before my time, and they took that mission arc out of the game, so the event disappeared along with that. But I really want that that staff. Kind of cool to have. I think Lita and TOS crew were from buying Zen a while back. Well, I know that I think I got my TOS crew from, I think it was a thing where I you can get it when you go to like the convention, but I never went. But the email that I got said it was, I think I applied to like win like a free trip or something, and that was like a constellation prize or consolation prize or something like that. If I remember right, it's been there for a while. Freeman. Yeah, I know there's a few things in game that people have gotten for, you know, either buying Zen or Zen, you know, purchases of things in the C store. I've never been to one either. I wouldn't mind. It'd be fun. I don't know how anytime soon if that's going to be happening again, but hopefully we're on the road to that becoming a reality again. All right, guys, so I think that's going to do it for me. I really appreciate everybody hanging out. If you would, give me a thumbs up on the video. That makes the Google algorithm love me. And I need the love. If you do that for me, I appreciate it. If you're interested in getting alerts when the new videos go up, hit the sub button and ring the bell. That'll give you the alert. I've had some people asking me to get on a more of a schedule for uploads because they weren't getting alerts. I don't know if they didn't ring the bell or if they just missed them, but I don't know if I can do a schedule and stick to it, you know, so I don't want to make one and say I'm going to unless I'm for sure that I can. So I'll probably hold off on doing that for a while, but I definitely will have at least 1 to 2 videos going up every week, probably spread between the weekend and then midweek along with a stream as well. So yeah, I think that takes care of everything. I do stream on Twitch. I kind of I've gone more of variety streaming there. I've been playing a little bit of Star Citizen, just kind of change it up. I mean, Star Trek is, you know, the #1 game that I play, but you got to get a little bit of a break every now and then so you don't get that burnout. I'm still logging in and I'll do my dailies and stuff, but sometimes I'll just do that and then I'll just play something else for a little while and then I'll go heavy on STO again. So, but I do stream over there. There's links in the description for that. If you check me out, give me a follow there as well. I'd appreciate that. I think that's everything. Guys, thank you very, very much again for hanging out with me and spending your evening here. Pickle, you are welcome. Crusher, have a good night. Keg, thank you for the runs. Vladimir, thank you for hanging out, man. I appreciate it. Nick, thank you, Nick, for modding for me. You are the best. And that's about everybody that I can see here. Everybody that's lurking, just hanging out, thank you very much. I appreciate you guys being here. You don't have to come in and chat. You can just watch in the background. I'm one of those people. I'm not picky. You know, I'm here to give you guys any information that I can. Anyone that does want to chime in and play and join in and whatever, you're free to do whatever it is you would like. So, all right, I think that does it, guys. Have a great night. Stay safe, and until next time, thank you for watching. Gotta find the end button here. There we go. Have a good night, guys.